Good morning. It's good to see you today. Hope you're having a good day. Come on with us to the book of Proverbs. In the book of Proverbs, we're going to be thinking about overcoming discord. And in Proverbs chapter 6, is on Wednesdays we've been looking in the Proverbs. In Proverbs 6, it talks about those things that the Lord detests. And I thought we would go ahead and close that study out. I think we've covered most of the others, but let's come over there and let's see how just this part of Scripture comes to a close. Verse 16. These six things the Lord hates. Yes, seven are an abomination to him: a proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked plans, feet that are swift in running to evil, a false witness who speaks lies, and one who sows discord among brethren. To think about that last one, the idea of one who sows discord among brethren. We could be talking about such things as gossip. We could be talking about such things as slander. We could talk about evil surmising. We could talk about other things along those lines, those sorts of things. And I want you to first off just think about how dangerous it is. One who sows discord. You look at that figure of sowing, and just like with any plant, you may sow a seed of discord, but now how much trouble is going to come from that seed? And that's the trouble. That's the danger, I should say. So let's think about overcoming discord. What are some things that we can do? Because it is a real problem. It is absolutely a real problem. One thing is we can address the problem. And what I mean by that, and one of the best tips of advice that I've ever heard about things like gossip and slander. If someone comes to us and someone says, "Can you believe what brother so and so did? Can you believe what sister so and so did? Well, he said this, she said that." One of the best things we can do, and before I say it, let me say this. We need to recognize that sometimes gossip and slander, sometimes it's coming from a place of unjustified hatred, and it's coming from a place similar to that, but sometimes it's coming from a place of real hurt, and the person's just not dealing with the situation correctly, and there is a real problem there. They're just not handling it like they should, and sometimes we fall into the same trap. Well, in those situations, one of the best things we can do is we can stop the person right there. When they say, "Can you believe so and so said or did this?" We can stop it right there and we can say, "Well, let's go to the person together." Or we say, if they're not comfortable, if they feel like it would be teaming up on them, say, "You need to go to that person and address the problem." So whether it's individually or taking someone with you, address the issue, address the problem. That is the best way to squash these seeds of discord, because sometimes there is a problem, and the problem needs to be dealt with. It needs to be dealt with the right way. Gossip, slander, evil surmising, that's not the right way. A better way would be to go to your brother, and if you remember he has something against you, be reconciled. If you have something against him, go and tell him his fault, right? We hope that he hears. If he doesn't hear, we keep working on it. We take one or two others. We're looking for reconciliation. That's the idea of overcoming discord. You have to address the problem. All right? That's the first thing. Another thing though is don't listen. If you go to the if the person says, "Well, can you believe, all that rigmarole?" If you say you need to go to that person, if their response to that is, "I'm not going to that person," then we're going to cut it off right there. And we're going to say, if you're not willing to go, and if you're not willing to come with me as we talk to them together, perhaps, then we're not going to listen. We're not going to talk about this. There's a proverb that says, "Without wood, the fire goes out." And that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to remove the wood so that the fire dies out. The more wood you pile on it, what happens? Well, the fire just rages and rages and rages. We're going to remove the wood. So don't listen. That's one thing. Now, if there's a real problem, let's try to deal with the problem. But if you're not willing to try to address the problem, we're not going to listen to just gossip and slander and evil surmising. And the person, we might need to warn them, because gossip and slander and evil surmising, those are sins in and of themselves. So if the person, we're talking about the things the Lord hates, and the Lord hates those who sow discord among brethren. If someone is sowing discord among brethren, whether it's knowingly or unknowingly, then we need to warn them, because we're not going to allow this to continue. If we do, we're back to that. Who knows how much trouble it could stir up. So we need to warn them, and they need to listen to the warning. If they don't listen to the warning after the first or second time, well, then that person's a little warped. Scripture talks about. We start getting into things like heresy, divisiveness, things like that. So, overcoming discord, warn them. We're not going to listen to this. We're not going to listen. We're going to meditate on good things. We're going to talk about good things, and we're going to warn them that they may be sinning themselves. We need to speak love. And I think in the plant analogy, that idea of sowing, I want you to think about, been trying to grow grass at the house this year, from when we moved here. And I want you to think about weeds. One of the best ways to control weeds is to have a thick lawn. It's one of the best ways. Because if you have a thick lawn, it crowds out everything and it doesn't let the weed seeds make it to the soil, or it overshadows them so much that they don't grow, such things like that. Well, one of the best ways to deal with discord and to deal with gossip and slander, along with these other ideas, we crowd out the hate with love. Okay? We don't listen, we warn, but what we do is we speak love, we speak grace, we speak mercy, we speak compassion, gratitude. We do all those things. And we change the culture, we change the environment. And we don't keep throwing wood on the fire. We take wood off the fire. We let the fire go out. And someone may be sowing discord, but what are we sowing as well? What are we sowing? The more that we sow what we need to sow, right? As we think about our speech, let it be seasoned with grace. The more we sow what is good, right? Overcome evil with good, is what Scripture says. Speak love, speak mercy, speak grace, speak those things that crowd out the hate, and see if the environment doesn't change. I am a firm believer. I think sin is contagious, and that's why it has to be nipped. I think sin is contagious, but I also think righteousness is contagious. That yes, sin can stir up others to sin, but we have the power to provoke others unto love and to good works. They're both contagious. Now, the question is, what do you want to spread around? We're going to stop the spread of discord, and we're going to stop it by doing these things, along with replacing it with what is good. Just a little bit of our daily bread to get us going this morning. The idea of overcoming discord. Hope you're doing well today. Hope you have a good day. Appreciate you tuning in, just as we think about a little bit from the book of Proverbs and a little bit about how to deal with that. But I appreciate you tuning in. Hope to see you tomorrow morning. Thanks for being with us today.